Now, one thing we always counsel people about, and that is building in the wintertime. You have to deal with the cold, but you also have to deal with snow, which can be a real problem. So here's where we're at in the whole process. We've backfilled partway up the wall. This has all been compacted very well because we're in front of our garage area here. We brought it up to a level where we can now install a drainage system for all the gutters. Now, one thing we have to do is we have to keep snow off this, because any snow, when we go to backfill any more dirt, and that melts, everything will settle. So like this morning when it snowed, you have to shovel everything off here. Believe me, it's a real pain. So we're in the process of laying out our drainage system. And the first thing, of course, we had to do is we brought in some sand. We laid in a nice bed of sand, created just exactly the nice slope to lay our pipe on top of it, compacted all that with a plate compactor. So the next thing we have to do is just lay the pipe right on top of it. It makes it very easy. Now you can see we have quite a bit of the pipe laid down here already. It was very easy. We could set it right on top of the sand. Here we backfilled a little sand just to kind of keep it in position. Now before we start, I drew up a little plan. Now this is where we're standing right here, and it just shows our drainage system running along the front of the house here, around the side. Each one of these little circles represents where a downspout will go and drain into the system. So laying this out and putting it together is very much like a plumber working on a DWV system. You glue up PVC. The only difference is we're using 8" instead of 1.5". Now we've got a bunch of 20-footers, so everything lays out pretty quickly. We've also got all the fittings we need, so we can turn corners and bank ourselves exactly where we need our downspouts to be landing. All right, so in this little area here, it gets a little intense. We have actually 4 different downspouts coming in. So it takes a little bit of coordination here, but here we get to use absolutely all of our fittings. We have a T-fitting coming into our 8" line that runs through there, and that's going to come out and feed everything, or actually collect everything. Another T coming off here that services our first downspout. And so here we have a 90-degree fitting that will come up here, an 8 to 4" reducer, and this will send the pipe up to actually hook up to our downspout. And this is kind of the standard connection for all of our downspouts around the entire house. So we come off here then with a 45, we head down the middle. Our first T will send off a pipe over here to this downspout we collect there, and then the top of this T, another 8" line, another T here, that branches out for a downspout here and a downspout right over here. Fairly intense, like I said, but it's going to work beautifully. Now we're gluing it up as we go along here. If you've ever done this inside, it's basically the same process. You take a couple pieces, you put on the purple primer, that preps the PVC so it's ready for the glue. Then apply the glue, slide the pieces together, give it a slight twist, and then hold it so it doesn't slide back apart. Then you'll end up with an excellent bond. Now the PVC that we're using here is a Schedule 40, and that refers to the thickness of the walls. But this is also what they call re-PVC. In other words, between 30 to 80% of this is recycled material. In fact, if you take a look here, it's this green inner core that is actually the recycled material. The bottom and the top white portion, that's the virgin material. It's a nice environmentally friendly way to handle pipe like this. And to us, whether we're using 100% virgin or recycled, it all works the same. So once we have all the pipes down, then it's time to do the backfilling. And here a compact utility loader is perfect for spreading out the sand. Now we rake it into position, getting it underneath the pipes, and then using a plate compactor, we like to compact everything in, taking out any voids so we don't have any settling come next spring when we go to put in the driveway.